Alright, so Dr. Disrespect, I'm fully convinced, is being protected at this point. He's being protected by YouTube, and he's also being protected by his massive following that for some reason think he's done nothing wrong at all. Dr. Disrespect recently put a tweet out saying that he's going to be making a full-on return to streaming, and I mean bro, 35,000 people here actually decided to like this tweet. I'll get into this tweet in just a second, but there are a few things that I need to talk about today that honestly, as someone that's been on the internet for years now and understands how things work around here, I am just absolutely baffled as to how this situation with Dr. Disrespect has gone down over these last couple months. I need to firstly get a few misconceptions out of the way before we start this because it seems like people don't watch the full video. Number one, Dr. Disrespect got added a couple of months ago. For those that don't know, it's all been documented. And what happened is that he got banned from Twitch about 4 years ago because he was talking to minors on the Twitch Whisper system inappropriately. He got caught because the situations were inappropriate. Now, we all know what that means, right? And the normal people, I don't think I need to spell this out to you, but there are a certain amount of people that I do need to spell this out to. The conversations with that minor were sexual. I don't know why that has to be said, but that has to be said. And it also seems like it has to be said that that is a bad thing. You shouldn't be doing that. Now, I don't care what side of politics you're on. If you're a fan of this guy, subscribe to his channel, like all his videos, watch his streams, whatever the hell. But I feel like everyone should be on the same page, hopefully, that you just don't do that, and that is completely unacceptable, and there is just no coming back from something like that. You cannot, under any circumstances, like it is an unwritten rule on the internet, you don't go around talking to minors inappropriately and come back from that. That is just cut clear, line in the sand. You just don't come back from that. When you're 40 years old, you've got a wife and kids, it's not just some silly mistake to know that someone is under the age of 18. That's not a mistake that you can just take 2 months off from and then just come back like nothing happened. That is something where you go away into the mountains, get serious help, and fix your brain, because there's clearly something wrong with you. Now look, I don't know why this is controversial to say right now, but Dr. Disrespect is a terrible person. He's disgusting and needs to be held accountable. But now look, the first topic today that I need to talk about that's really bugged me on Twitter today is that Dr. Disrespect put this tweet out right here. Vacation is just too good right now. We'll be back soon though, champs. We have lots to talk about. Yeah. Wow, great. So 4.5 million views, that's whatever, but 35,000 likes. Like, I'll get to more stuff in a second. 35,000 likes is absolutely crazy. Anyone who's liked this tweet needs to be investigated. I'm being serious. This is ridiculous. I caught so much flack in my last video, which I posted about Dr. Disrespect, and I'm gonna get to some of these comments in a second. But firstly, some of the replies to this tweet, I seriously just need to look through, because these are absolutely terrible. But firstly, again, something else I should probably clarify is that Dr. Disrespect, in his initial response to this whole thing, he made a huge tweet which has now been deleted, which I'll also get to in a second. But in the tweet, he literally admitted that this happened. So for the people sitting here saying, oh yeah, you know, like it's not proven yet, these are just allegations. No, they're not. This has been fully proven, and Dr. Disrespect has said it himself that it's true. But anyway, someone replied saying, whoa baby, blood boils, I can hardly wait. I mean seriously, and again, 519 likes. Who is liking this stuff? Seriously, where is all the support coming from? Who is supporting this guy? Still rocking with you, Doc. I feel like there's a lot more to the story, and although I may not know you personally, I feel like you've only ever been proven to be a good dude. God bless you and your family, brother. Yeah, you know what? EDP445 had been proven to be a good dude until he got exposed. So had Chris Tyson, so had all these other people, Cody Ko, etc. And you know what? I was fans of all those people. I've been fans of Chris Tyson, I've been a fan of EDP445, I've been a fan of Cody Ko. But when you cross this boundary and break the unwritten rule on YouTube where, you know, you just talk to minors inappropriately, that is where you cross the line, and that is where I say, no, you can't do that. You just cannot do that. And I do not understand why there are still people that support this guy. It makes no sense. And then we got someone here saying, Doc, I did in fact exchange inappropriate messages with a minor. Twitter, I knew there's more to this story. We stand with Doc. Like, no, there's not. There can't be more to this story. Doc admitted it himself. How much more proof do you need than that? Anyway, here we go. Doc is being so nonchalant is him knowing that he's got the upper hand. Bro, shut up. You are not the Sigma male. Apollo, you are not the Sigma male alpha you think you are. About to come back and demolish everything people have said about him recently. Only that Doc admitted it himself. His own words are proving him wrong, Apollo. You do realize that he's literally admitted this himself. I seriously don't get the people that are sitting here saying, oh, well, nothing's proven yet. Like I just said, he's said it himself. And now we got this guy replying saying, imagine D writing a PDF file, which is a valid thing to say. And then the original guy replies, he's not a PDF file. Case was closed before it even opened. Next. What are you talking about? Case was closed before it even opened. Yeah, in the complete opposite way you think it has. Again, Doc admitted this himself. There's nothing to defend him for. Anyway, look, there's so many more Twitter replies, but I think it's more important that I get onto the main point of today's video, which is that recently I made a video about Dr. Disrespect hinting that he was going to return about a week or two ago, and goodness gracious me, this video did not get received well. So we got 3,000 views, 66 comments, and we're gonna get to these in a second, but the like to dislike ratio, so 53 to 57. So pretty much what I'm seeing with this is that 53 of you are normal and 57 of you genuinely need help. And I'm being serious when I say that. I was so shocked when I was reading these comments, and I'm gonna get to them right now, but seriously, I think I found 2 positive comments on this video right here. Every single person in this comment section on this video that I made is defending Dr. Disrespect. And again, before I read these comments, I think I just need to reiterate this. Dr. Disrespect is a nonce. He confirmed it himself. He was talking to minors inappropriately. How hard is that for people to understand? You don't come back from that. But anyway, let's lose more brain cells and read some of these comments. The issue is, the only evidence in Doc's case is his ex post. Will you make an apology video when the truth is dropped on 8th 12/24? I'm guessing that that's the 12th of August? I mean, it's the 15th of August right now, so, I mean, there has been no proof that's come out. But let's say that you're talking about December the 8th, right? So let's say I'm just mixing this up. Let's say I'm mixing it up right now. Then fine, bro. You know what? I'll wait till December. And you know what? I'm actually going to sit here right now and say, if there is evidence that comes out that says that all this is a lie, and you know, maybe Dr. Disrespect was hacked when he was making that post, when he admitted this, then sure, I'll apologize. I'll make a video against it. But as of right now, Dr. Disrespect has admitted to these allegations being true. He admitted that he talked inappropriately to a minor, so I'm not going to back down from it. Watch to see if there was any substance to this video. It's just you whining and helping perpetuate the person you want off the internet onto the internet more. I don't know what that means. How am I helping this guy get onto the internet more by talking about how he's a terrible person? And also the whining point, I mean, like, there's really not much to say about that. I'm literally just talking about how someone that talked to minors shouldn't be on the internet. I don't know. Why is that an insane opinion to have? Seriously, we are living in a world in 2024 where it's a controversial opinion to disavow people who talk to minors inappropriately. What is this? Smooth brain take. Well, I mean, there's not much to say about that. This is a terrible take and pretty much wrong on what the doc said. Whether he's innocent or guilty, if you make content on the back of it, make sure it's accurate and don't mislead people who didn't read up. Very, very poor video. Again, I'm just very confused on what you're trying to say here. I mean, there was literally nothing I said in the video that was wrong. I literally read out a few tweets and then read out Dr. Disrespect's response where he admitted that he was talking to minors. I don't understand what's going on here. I support Dr. Dis. You, big boy cream, need to be investigated, and there's no way around that. Dr. Disrespected some minors, lol. So here we've got an actual normal person here, and then this guy goes 17 years old. Remember that, not 5, not 9, not 12, 17. For God's sake, stop being a copycat. Okay, so where on earth are we finding evidence that the person was 17 years old? No one knows how old this person was. The only thing that we know about this person is that they are a minor and under the age of 18. There is no proof at all that this was a 17-year-old. So Max Reckless, I mean, you're just wrong. And also another thing that I need to say, a lot of people have this argument where it's like, oh, you know, if it was a 17-year-old or a 16-year-old, it's not that bad because in some states it's legal, you know, blah, blah, blah. I don't know why I have to mention this or why I've got to say it, but 18 is the legal age of consent in most states and most countries. So yeah, if the person is under the age of 18, which is what's being claimed here and, you know, what's been proven, Dr. Disrespect said there were inappropriate messages with a minor, which is someone under the age of 18. Anyone less than the age of 18 is a minor, so that's bad. I think it's common sense, but I don't think a lot of people in this comment section unfortunately have that. Now here's probably the worst one of them all. Listen up, all you haters. Alright, I'm listening up. Doc said that the conversation leaned to being inappropriate. Leaned. He was investigated and was not found of any wrongdoing, and by the way, talking to a minor in itself isn't a crime. Yeah, I know that, but he said that it leaned to being inappropriate. This whole thing of like, oh, he said it leaned into being inappropriate, so it's not that bad. Of course Doc is gonna say it leaned into being inappropriate to save himself. Of course he's not gonna sit there straight up and say, yeah, I talked to a minor inappropriately. Of course he's gonna dumb it down by saying, oh yeah, it just leaned to being inappropriate. Surely this guy would be smart enough to realize that if someone says they leaned to being inappropriate, that just means that it's inappropriate. I mean, let's use our brains here. Now, the last thing I want to talk about today is that Dr. Disrespect actually deleted his initial response to this whole thing. So I've been referencing this tweet this entire video, and as you can see, this highlighted bit down here. This is Dr. Disrespect admitting to what happened. Were there Twitch whisper messages with an individual minor back in 2017? The answer is yes. And he says in here as well that they leaned to being inappropriate, so pretty much this guy admitted it, but for some reason about 15 hours ago, he deleted this tweet and it's nowhere on his Twitter page. So yeah, look, make of that what you will, but I'm just gonna say this right now. If you have watched this entire video and you still are defending Dr. Disrespect, I genuinely think that there is no hope for you. I don't know what to say. Like, I'm sorry, it's rude, but there's no hope for you. But yeah, look, I'm done with this guy. If there's more that comes out, I'll make more videos on it, but yeah, I'm just so done with this. Click the video on screen right now because YouTube thinks you'll enjoy it, and I'll see you all over there. Subscribe.